is that we know what Pukas say aren't true. So what jewelry did you steal of his?
Listen, I saw shiny things. I just took things. That's all I did.
Are they something of value and of something that maybe he needs back?
That is the weirdest echo ever.
You got really quiet all of a sudden, Rob.
Oh, so sorry. It's just like I'm hearing an echo in my thing. I'm so sorry about that.
That's the guilt Mercutio is feeling for his life of crime.
No, no. It's basically it is. Oh my gosh, I'm still hearing it. Okay. Anyway, I just saw some shiny.
Right,
yeah, I'm hearing an echo literally right now.
Maybe just take out the headphones altogether. Like try just your normal audio of your computer.
Yeah.
Let's try this.
Yeah, just try it. See if it works better. That would suck. Echoes suck.
Yeah, I'm hearing an echo literally right now.
Maybe just take out the headphones.
Oh, now I'm hearing an echo.
Are you running the Twitch?
Somebody's. Oh, am I watching Twitch? Is somebody watching Twitch live or is somebody's mic on?
I'm not.
I don't have Twitch open.
I mean,
might be you, bro.
I think I had my live on Twitch and I was hearing ourselves on the feed. Oh,
whoops!
There we go. Problem solved. The answer is Mercutio stole something really precious that he had no idea about.
Yeah, I saw shiny. Yeah, Mercutio saw shiny things, and he did not expect them to be of value. He just saw things, and he was just like, "Ooh," and he just went on a "I'm grabbing things" field.
Right, jewelry is never of value.
Mercutio never steals things that are worth money.
I feel like that almost makes it worse.
His theft is entirely motivated by inconvenience and discourtesy, not greed. Specifically, we have to return all the left shoes to the Venetian ambassador.
Okay. So I assume you're going to meet with him at some point over the next several days.
Yeah, sounds good.
So, excuse me, there's a sneeze. Nope, not sneaking up on me. All right.
So, you are an assassin.
So, as you sort of walk through the city, you sort of pick up on the following. Emperor Alexios his heart has turned to God, basically. He and his empress are spending a lot more time on charitable works and handing bread out to the hungry with their own two hands. Rumor has it that he's been praying with the Greek Orthodox Patriarch every night. And that he is possibly planning a public act of penance over deposing and blinding his brother. I mean, he's probably not going to give the throne back, but, you know, he might walk in sackcloth and ashes to the Hagia Sophia and beg God for forgiveness. And there is another rumor that he has cut ties with one of his advisors, but who this advisor is, like, it's unsure who this person is. They're never named, the name's always changed, but that is something that's going on at the palace. And you hear news, not rumor, actual news, that the Crusaders have left Venice. And they are aiming for a city right now called Zara.
How far is Zara from us?
Say that again, Rob?
How far is Zara from us right now?
It's gonna take them about 10 days to get to Zara. it's unclear what they intend to do there once they arrive. Possibly pick up more supplies, possibly use as a meeting spot, and then it'll be about another 10 days to Constantinople.
So it's 20 days.
Okay, so we're on the clock now.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, oh, that's not long at all.
Oh, you've always been on the clock.
Thanks, Rachel.
Why you gotta say it like that? Damn, yo. Like, shit.
That the recent turn towards God will have done anything to reaffirm the claim that the current ruler of our fair city has on the throne. Do you think that?
Who are you asking?
I was asking the party at large whether or not they thought all the public piety and apologizing for blinding his brother was probably doing things to cement a certain individual's grip on the throne. Pretty important when someone with another claim is beating down your gates with a bunch of Germans.
I think it might have to do with Rosa, actually.
Oh, but it would never have a knockback effect of strengthening the local monarchy. That wouldn't happen.
Well, it is possible.
So just out of character,
murder the Venetian ambassador if they attempt to invade the city and hang his body from the walls?
I feel like murdering an ambassador is never a good idea.
How badly do you want war?
Murder? I always look to you.
That's fair.
well, if we know that the Crusades are coming from Venice, is that not a sign of war?
Well, why would the Crusaders attack us? We're good Christians. Well, I'm definitely a good Christian.
I guess when we speak to the Venetian ambassador, we need to see where their fleet is going.
Yeah. As a reminder, you also gained intelligence last game that there are several vampires who are like eyeballs deep in this. One of them being vampire family. That's weird. They have families. I guess they do. Of Venetian vampires.
Giovanni, I believe, is the name.
It doesn't mean Johnson.
So, and we know from last game that the Giovanni are Venetian.
Yes.
Who are the founders or the funding of the Crusades?
They're probably not driving it, but they certainly have some interest in ensuring that it happens a certain way that will benefit them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I'm excited to talk to this Venetian ambassador to get more information.
Okay. So in the first round of where are we going to do this, the ambassador has decided to invite you to his apartments on the palace grounds.
We're good with the palace, right? We're cool with them.
Yeah,
still?
we know our way around.
I mean, I'm not saying we don't know where we're going. I know we know where we're going. I'm nervous that if other people are like, whoa, we saw you guys before.
Well, we go there. Wouldn't it be a great idea to go visit a certain courtyard? There's always a good party there, and I bet Mercutio would be well thought of by his friends if he came back.
Oh, no.
No. We're definitely not going next to that courtyard. Absolutely not. That's where a certain someone tore some persons off their persons. So no, we're not going there. Thanks.
But of course, we're obviously going to go check in on the Oracle and the Laundry, right?
Yes, we have to.
Yes, laundry oracles are incredibly important.
Because laundry oracles could get us supplies that we need and that are cold and kind of steely to help things.
So we're
I
cool being in the
truly
castle.
understand your motivations.
Yeah, thank you. It's the only reason why I'm going back there. You know, like
The
we
main
need to get
reason
that
for the
whole
laundry
feel.
oracle is the information. You could find a lot.
Aren't we regularly sending the court soothsayer there? I'm confused. Are you
I
collecting
do-
multiple salaries for multiple roles?
I do know the soothsayer went there. I don't remember it ever coming back, but maybe we could check to see if the soothsayer is back before we go.
Note to self, soothsayer may be employed in laundry.
Just sort of got absorbed into the laundry room.
It was the banality. It was too much for them.
Oh no!
Eats every day. Have to press them. Have to.
But if everyone's
love that.
comfortable meeting in the palace, like I
Yep.
would say, okay, we're good. We will meet there.
Yeah, daytime's probably the best call.
I hear it's
Okay.
not very flammable.
All right. And so, are you gonna swing by the laundry to check in on your oracle?
I will, now that everyone else has come up with the idea that the oracle may have been lost in the laundry.
Okay.
We have to rescue the laundry oracle. Invent your own side quests, people.
Or storyteller.
Oh god.
No, that's fine. Yeah, you get there and so there are two different people with foresight. There is the laundry oracle, and then there's the changeling court soothsayer.
Okay.
So are you
I
looking for
believe
one in
we're
particular?
laundry oracle, right?
I mean, I want to go to my soothsayer for sure to ask, how's it going, I guess. Are we gonna die?
What's poppin', bro? You see
You've been
anything
gone
lately?
Soothsayer has really shown a great deal of accuracy in predicting events in general, haven't they?
So far, I don't know.
Hey, Suthi, you see any stabby, killy in the future?
Right?
It doesn't take a soothsayer to say there's probably going to be loads of that.
Right.
We're not all gonna
Well,
die.
if anything, since we're all there together, we're all traveling together because it's on the way. We could just split up real quick. You go to Soothsayer, we half go to Soothsayer, half go to Oracle, get both information, come back together, and
I think
do
they're in
that
the same
instead.
spot. So
I think they're
we-
both
we can
laundry
just turn
bound.
that way. I'll turn this way. You talk whoever.
Oh yeah. Back to back. All right, let's do this.
Yes.
All right. So
Cool.
so you go to the soothsayer first.
Mhm.
It looks like she's preparing to leave. Kind of. So you see her, she's put some clothes into a knapsack and then like stops, looks out the window, brings her clothes back out of the knapsack, only to put them back in again.
Huh?
I forget
What?
the name. If we know the name of the soothsayer, I'll just say soothsayer.
Our soothsayer who's packing to run away, or is this the nice laundry maid?
This is the changeling soothsayer.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
That's
Probably
even
wise.
more worrisome because they didn't bother telling us
He's
first.
just like, well,
Yeah.
you guys are fucked. Bye.
Right? I
Practically
definitely am
backing.
going to have some problems with this. So, what are you doing?
Oh, my apologies, and she bows very low. I don't know.
I thought you knew all, and it's odd that you would be packing and unpacking when you have not come to tell me the news you were supposed to go and retrieve from here.
Oh, no. Not all. That would be far too much to know everything. Oh, that would
Right.
be a terrible weight. No, I don't want to know everything. I don't want to know even a slight glimmer of everything.
No, I get that my sentence had two parts. Where are you going, and why are you leaving without telling your dukes?
Oh, well, I haven't left yet.
Are you going to tell me why you believe?
That's a puka.
Yeah.
So
That
she
is
follows up
actually
with,
lucky.
Do we know Puka?
she follows up by saying, well, I'm Ishu, and you know the Ishu as the
Was he?
traveling storytelling fairy kith.
Okay. Oops.
You guys totally messed that joke
So
up.
you're just practicing with your knapsack because it's part of your cultural traditions.
I don't know. There's
It's
two
no-
paths for the city. 2 paths forward. No, there are many paths. There will be fires. I don't know how bad they're going to be, so I don't know if I should leave. And then I remember that I'm Ishu, and I think maybe I should leave anyway.
I think
Are
maybe
Ishu
have some
flammable?
issues.
Aren't we all?
I'm not.
You're lucky then.
Your loyalty wavers?
I don't want to be disloyal, but I must also be true to my nature.
I lean into Alaska. Oh, you heard that?
Oh
your
yes,
nature.
I find that excuse works for me all the time when I use it.
No, we must tell the stories that happen here and in our court here. So you must stay to tell the stories. That is your nature. And your nature is also to be loyal to those whom you pledged loyalty to. And the stories of us will definitely spread across the world with your flammable body.
Okay.
I lean into
So you
Alaska.
We're real good at reassuring them.
So you say that, and you just sort of see you've crushed her spirit.
Do I get points?
What's your epiphany?
Oh my God! Sorry.
You
The
okay?
epiphany is that she's fallen and she can't get up.
Someone is out the window. It's my mom. I'm sorry, guys. That was more nerve-wracking. My fearless
First,
leader
Channel could get
facade went
swatted.
away. I have foster dreams and destroy love.
Okay.
I think
Did I
Well,
destroy anyone's love?
you crushed some dreams, I think.
I know.
Yeah.
I don't think I fostered them.
No, you did
Tori,
not.
I think that was the Dante knocking at your window trying to get some revenge.
Right?
He's laughing. He's like, I got no more hair.
Countess, call me.
All right. So you see her face just sort of fall as she realizes, you're right. You're correct. And she starts bringing her things out of her knapsack with sort of a sense of finality. And so she sort of spaces out again. And she says, there are choice points coming up. They will be pivots. Whether there will be fire, whether there will be wood added to the fire or not.
Of course.
I can't see any further, but I swear I will let you know if another vision comes to me.
No, of course. I think I'll turn to the squad and be like, this is probably not good. What does the other oracle have to say?
Okay.
All takes out bloodstains.
What? What did you say, Puka?
The other oracle is the laundry maid for the Venetians, so spends a lot of time dealing with blood.
Oh,
Oh.
God damn it. Okay, that's what she. Okay, got it. Okay.
I mean, that's good to know. I think we all understand what that means by now.
Yep.
Glad people be
Just in case we haven't said it,
Indeed, that
probably a vampire.
Rosa does their own laundry. They would entirely know how to remove bloodstains personally. In fact, it's very plausible they've ever washed anything in their life.
Wait, that I do their laundry?
The puka is indicating skepticism that Rosa knows how to remove bloodstains from anything, or indeed wash anything.
I've washed my own hair. I know, I hear that, but we don't have to hear the puka's shit talking.
So, okay, would you like to talk to start the conversation with the other oracle, or was that all you got from them, that there was just a lot of bloodstains?
Let's just talk to the laundry. I become Russian now. I don't know why. Let's just talk to the laundry oracle, and then we can head to the.
Okay.
We can head to the ambassador.
I don't think it's worth it. The last time I talked to the laundry oracle, they said everything was going to be fine and there was going to be no problems.
Yeah, okay, we're talking to
I think that is the puka way of saying we're fucked.
We're talking to the fucking laundry oracle, okay? I go up to the laundry oracle, and from behind my sack, of course, I take my a flask of one, because I do have a regular flask of wine. I pour those flasks of wine, and I give it to the laundry oracle. My dear, take this, a symbol of my thank you for such a hard work that you're doing in such a damper type of place. Get it damp, because they close the damp. Is it yours?
Who are you offering the wine to?
We're going to go to the palace.
Okay.
And go bother the laundry staff, and I'm going to point out which one of the laundry people is the good one.
Okay. So,
except I'm going to do it in cat form because they would recognize me because I worked there for like 3 hours.
All right. So, yeah. So you arrive there at the palace laundry. You're expected for your meeting with the ambassador, so they sort of wave you onto the grounds. But it's pretty easy to sort of duck people's sight. So yeah, in the laundry, it's super warm, super humid. You see your they're washing clothes. There's a lot of water in the air.
It's so fun. I make a joke. This is the satyr in me. It's okay.
Yeah. So what did I name her? I named her Olivia. Okay. So
like Mon.
Olivia looks like she has not been eating well recently or sleeping well. So there's like big bags under her eyes. She looks even skinnier than when you last saw her.
Ooh, well, this is a good thing that I offered her the wine. It's, if you haven't eaten it in a while, this is something at least you could put in your stomach. Nice
sure.
and warm,
So you see one of the head laundry women look like they're about to scold her, but then she sort of does a double take because Rosa's dressed really nicely. I assume the rest of you are, reasonably nicely. So she just nods to Olivia and says, "Come back soon."
Okay.
So you're able to draw her into sort of a secret corner.
Oh, a secret corner. Ooh, I like this. That means nobody can listen. I like it.
Yeah, so she accepts the wine that you offer, and her hands kind of shake as she's drinking it.
But I assume that the wine does put her at ease.
Yeah. Panda, are you in cat form?
I am in cat form and doing the comforting cat routine that Zakea sometimes does when there's distressed people.
She definitely needs a therapy cat right now.
We're the nice kitty version right now.
See, I have always learned through all my years, whenever I see a lovely lady in distress, a good glass of wine, and petting such a fantastic kitten, always will brighten up your experience.
So she sort of says, I know why you're here.
You know why
You do?
we're here.
I've been having terrible dreams.
What have you been seeing? Tell us, please.
Ships coming in through the harbor, full of armed men with swords, and they're looting churches and killing anyone who gets in their way.
Do the chains of the harbor not stop them?
Sometimes.
Do the men that are guarding the harbors, are they not able to stop and put them in place? The suits first for men, no?
Sometimes it always turns out differently. Sometimes it's awful. Sometimes it's not that bad.
But either way, we lose. Well, I'm asking. I'm asking a question. Either way, we lose in your premonitions, in your dreams. Is that true?
Not always.
But mostly.
There's always a cost.
Okay.
I look at the crew, and I'm saying, apparently, there are darker days to come. No matter what we do, no matter what we have at stake, we will lose something. It will cost us. But hopefully we could do something that the cost is only minimal. We've learned that even the city's most formidable safeguards aren't enough. What can we do? What should we do?
So she looks really scared and really worried. But you've given her wine, which has sort of lowered her inhibitions a lot. And then she just sort of like squeaks out, "The Emperor is a puppet."
What?
And then just sort of puts her hands over her mouth because, she just spoke pretty vile treason.
What do you mean by the Emperor's a puppet?
I don't know, but
I mean it too.
I see him in my dreams, and there are always strings on him. You've got to cut the strings.
You wouldn't happen to have seen who is the puppet master?
Yes, I would be less interested in cutting the strings and see who is pulling the strings.
Oh.
Zakea gives no comment, but gives Rosa a skeptical look from her cat position of being snuggled.
Oh shit!
The cat's judging you.
I swear, Panda, I thought you were about to say Zakea gives no fucks.
No. Zakea still gives some fucks. She will give no fucks when she is on Sealy.
Got it. Okay. So she has some fucks, tiny fucks, not a lot of fucks. Oh, okay, cool.
Cat-sized fucks.
Oh, that's tiny fucks then. Okay, cool. That's a little tiny baby. Cat fucks. I love how Rose is just cracking up and just trying not to say anything. We're totally fucked.
Yeah, we're gonna die, but it's okay.
We're so fucked.
Well, didn't we ask the Oracle if she knows who was?
Yeah,
that's what I meant.
Yeah,
she just shook her head.
No,
because I don't care if the guy has strings on him. because I've probably created some of those strings, and I'm fine having the Emperor be somebody you just puppet around, as long as it's a good person like myself puppeting him.
Do you say that in character?
Yes, ma'am. Sorry,
Oh,
there's
boy.
people around me. I'm in a lake house. I'm in a lake house with other people, and this is where I get service, so I have to be here.
It's okay.
Hey, Rosa, when you're gonna say that, you better raise your hand and say yes, ma'am, okay?
I mean, that now I just sort of want to see if we can bait Tori into saying something that will just make her family go, "What was that?"
Yes.
This is the
Do
goal.
it. Make me
This is
do
the
it.
goal.
All right, we'll see.
That would be impressive.
We need to meet this dude, and they have to have the most intense sexual conversation for Rosa to lure him in. And I want to see
As intense as we can get without getting banned off Twitch. But
That would be the awkwardest thing I could do right now. Right there.
And that would be
Saying
hilarious.
Stuff is easy, but that stuff would be incredibly awkward.
I mean, I would like not to get kicked off Twitch.
Yeah, that would be unfortunate.
Anyway, so in response to your statement about it's okay if you control him, Olivia's eyes just go like super wide, and she's just like, and so she like looks around and makes sure that no one's eavesdropping, squeezes Zakea a little harder, leans in, and then whispers, "He's got more strings."
How many?
It's not how many, it's how big they are. Yours is gold, but the others are black.
Very interesting. Does one look Venetian?
I don't know what a Venetian string looks like.
I went for it, guys. I went for it.
Does he look out of place?
I think we might have to have a word with Vikos.
No.
At some point in the future.
You mean Micah Vikos?
I do not think I should go back there. I'm trying to get myself off of him, man. He's like a drug. He's so good. He's so sexy.
Of course.
Have you seen his hair? It's so fantastic. It's like his skin is like milk. It's like,
tell me,
like
Oracle,
milk.
Does this man, and I gesture to Mercutio, have any strings on him?
And so like she looks really intently at you and like staring like right into your eyes. She grabs some more wine, takes another big swig, and then says, "One, persistent but faint."
And is it the same type of string as the ones on the Emperor?
Possibly. Not exactly the same.
Oh, snap.
Similar. Okay, we're on to something.
That's good shit.
Hold on, what was that? I just missed that. Hold on, what was that?
Vampires are puppeteering our dear Emperor.
Yes, which I mean, we could have definitely just thought that, but I'm glad we confirmed.
Can I ask you, sir, how can I cut the string? I do not feel the string. What strings are
Mercutio, it is figurative, not literal.
Oh, okay, and I take another swig of my wine.
All right. And then Olivia says, I should get back to work.
Yes.
You have been quite helpful. Thank you.
She scampers off.
Okay.
With the wine
Did
bottle.
she take the cat with her?
I mean, She will try. She's more interested in getting that wine for herself.
I think
Zakea can very easily just jump out of her arms.
Zakea, you might want to get out of there.
So before the soothsayer goes, as a parting gift, I just pour her, I refill, give her a little tip off,
I mean, she's gonna make off with the bottle if you let her.
Oh, I'm a say.
You've got extras.
Stupid if you think you're taking my bottle. Listen, I give you a swig. You lucky your lips touch that, okay? Don't be greedy. I topped you off. Be happy with that, okay? Okay, goodbye. Bye.
All right, she leaves.
Thank you.
And so you find yourself in a relatively isolated, out of the way corner of the palace. That is a giant jug of vodka.
Oh my goodness. Wait, let me see that thing again.
It's gluten-free, so don't judge me.
Wait.
It's
vodka's potatoes, right? So of course it's
most
gluten-free.
vodka. No. I think some are made with flour. This is made with corn. I don't know. Let's be real. I don't know. I'm not that educated on alcohol, so I would judge the 20-year-old.
Vodka is made with potatoes and would always be gluten-free.
Yeah.
But hey, when life hands you a marketing point.
Yep, I once saw a fucking like a beef patty that said gluten-free on it, and I was like, what the?
Well, now that makes sense because sometimes you use
additives and all that. Yeah.
Anyway,
the fat-free Jello that was my favorite.
Yeah.
Hey,
all right. I'm sorry. I did not mean to distract everybody.
0 calorie, fat-free water, baby. Mm-hmm.
So, you are in a quiet, out-of-the-way place where you can talk and gossip and be reasonably sure about not being overheard.
All right. I look over to Alaska. Oh, can you believe all this drama? It's so crazy, isn't it?
Yes, I think we need to meet with the ambassador and take stock of our resources and what we can do to cut the strings, because there are multiple.
Alaska, give me a little bit more gossipy type of tone. Hello, come on now.
I'm sorry, there is an army there is an army 2 weeks away.
Oh, that's your gossip tone? Thanks, bro.
There is an army 2 weeks away. We have business.
It's not gossip, it's business. And if the Venetian is what we think he is, he might be one of the strings. So I say we don't tell the information that we know about the emperor himself and go in, our cheery usual selves.
As a matter of fact, I think if the city is to fall because the emperor is a puppet, or if that is to have an influence, it is safe to assume that the puppeteers are perhaps Venetian.
Now, it occurs to you that this might have something to do with the rumors that you have been hearing that the emperor is trying to distance himself from one of his advisors.
That's spicy.
Do we
can use
know?
That.
Yeah, do we know which advisor?
We do not.
Yeah, it's always a different name or no name at all.
You could ask him, Rosa.
It's possible that multiple advisors are at play, and one of the reasons why this is such a clusterfuck is multiple vampires are trying to steer the emperor. The problem with him having strings is if one person pulls straight and one person pulls left, he's not going to go either way. He's going to go in a direction that compromises.
That most benefits him.
So some big brain thinking right there. I like it.
That's true.
That's why we pay the cat the big bucks. We don't pay the cat.
Hold up. I'm like, hold
I get
up.
all the mice I can eat.
Yes.
And all the boggins I can punch.
Yes.
Yes, we give the cat what she wants and ignores what she doesn't want, because we just ignore what she says that is rude to the dukes.
I mean, that's probably the best way to handle a puko when you're the freehold leader.
I'm just like, we're just ignoring that part.
The last freehold leader thought I was his pet.
And then he got his head chopped off.
Choppy.
Yeah, that was a mistake.
He didn't get his head chopped off. It was
no, I chopped his head off.
Oh, did you say it was a mistake?
It was not a mistake. I very intentionally chopped his head off.
For a second, I thought that was like a low-key undercut of my leadership, and I was like, "Oh snap! New things are occurring right now."
Okay, so
Shit done got real.
I assume you make your way to the ambassador's apartments.
Yeah, then we gotta find out.
Okay. So you're brought to one of the smaller palaces. I had this written down somewhere in my notes. Magnora, you're at the Magnora Palace Complex. And you are led by a servant who seems to be waiting for you into an antechamber where there is refreshments laid out for you. There's grapes and cheese and some very nice wine. There is wine.
All right.
Hold the phone, Mercutio.
Hey,
You and I both know what happened last time.
hey, that's what the.
Can I just take a sniff of the wine to make sure it's not vampire blood?
It is not vampire blood.
Okay, good. Or not tainted, I mean.
Well, listen.
How would I determine that?
Not
Fuck, I don't know.
in between a satyr and his wine.
It's your funeral.
Well, I would die a happy satyr. Ha ha!
But you will die.
But still happy.
Oh boy.
I feel like they're the Mario brothers, like bickering.
A little bit.
The Mario Brothers bicker?
Yes.
Do they even have dialogue?
Sometimes they don't know which pipe to go down, guys. They don't know which.
That's what she said.
Yep. Beat me to it.
Okay.
Ayo.
Yeah.
We're only going to
Morning
say nice
Storm?
things about Princess Peach. Thank you very much.
I beg your
Yeah.
pardon, that's Princess Toadstool. This is
Okay, well,
blatant
you know what?
Toadstool.
Yeah,
that.
and Daisy. Daisy's
Yeah,
there
Daisy's
too,
all
guys.
about that shit.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen,
So-
all this great stuff that you can see at www.twitch.tv/the Onyx Path. Bang.
All right.
That's the
So you are brought into the antechamber where there are very nice, very luxurious refreshments out for you. As far as you can tell, none of them are tainted.
Beautiful.
I'm drinking
I'll munch a bit.
Yeah, so you have a couple more minutes to yourself. A little bit longer than you would expect. Those of you with a couple dots in politics suspect someone's probably eavesdropping right now, hoping that you let something slip.
Okay, now it's time to start talking about like how my bowel movements have been slightly irregular recently at a volume that's like a little bit too high.
If
All
the
right.
troll's talking about that, I'm going with it.
So,
Is it possible? Is it possible that I could roll for perception to see if anybody's actually
Ladies and
looking
gentlemen,
at us?
the glamorous world of Changeling.
yes.
If it works, it works, man.
Hey, I'm
I'm
wearing
sorry,
the right
Rob.
shirt.
All right, Rob, what was your question?
I was like, can I roll for perception to see if anybody's actually paying attention to us? Because I know that we are in a public place, but just to see if anybody's actually pinpoint looking directly at us. You know how people be mean bugging in a corner? They be like,
Yeah.
you
Give
know
me
what I'm saying?
perception alertness.
Oh, I like your style. Okay, perception. Where's my alertness? Alertness. So 6. Okay, cool. Hopefully I did this for the crown. For hashtag the crew. So that, I got one botch.
Oh,
And I
no.
got 1, 2, 3 successes.
Ooh.
3 total or 3 minus the botch?
3 plus the botch.
All right, so that'd be 2 total.
Yes.
But you'll never need 1 to succeed. So, as you sort of like looking around at where you are, you can sort of like notice places where someone could be eavesdropping. Like a door that's just cracked a little bit open, things like that.
Hey, psst. Lawyer voices. there might be people listening. You never know.
So, Mercutio delivers a whispered warning, while the troll and the she engage in quite a lot of privy talk.
Yeah. I'm gonna go around also hip checking the cracked doors.
So
Is that part of the bowel movements? Is the hips? Oh gosh. Oh gosh.
So almost immediately, someone comes through a separate door. Those of you who have seen the Venetian ambassador before will recognize this gentleman. He has very Roman features. He's got the short Roman haircut, dressed in very lavish gold and velvet, and just these clothes are of a quality with what the emperor himself would wear.
He pretty.
Yeah.
Impressive.
He fancy. Okay. Do got money. All right. He pimping. Okay.
Looking at Mercutio with face of judgment and like the cat equivalent of a "don't you dare."
Listen. Okay. Panda, you need to stop. Because it's not my fault. Because I am a sailor. It's in my nature. I see something shiny and I see something that looks like it's pretty and it's kind of worth something, I'm gonna go get it. So stop hating on my nature. Okay. Thank you.
All right. So he sort of like comes into this room as sort of like this presence. And Tori, you like, it's almost enough to make you want to feel a little bit jealous. Just how good he is at making all eyes in the room go to him.
All eyes on him.
And so he says, my guests, I hope you were not kept waiting too long.
Of course not. No. I think I stand up with like vigor, like, and is there anything I can do to make more attention on myself right now? I have a few spells I feel like that I could do, but I don't think I want to cast them. I would like it to just be very natural, not like a cast type of thing.
Okay. Yeah. You could definitely pop sovereign. But you could make, let's see, that would be either charisma or appearance.
I mean, if you want to do appearance, we can always do appearance.
Yeah, like it's up to you.
This is literally a changeling cock measuring contest right now of who wants to be the best and most fabulous person, and I'm loving this shit.
So,
I'm loving this.
Appearance plus either performance or expression.
Ooh.
Whichever one you have better.
Okay. I'm looking. Oh, not very good in either one, but it's okay.
Come on, you got this, Rosa.
Is it 6 still? Because I'm going to roll naturally. Okay.
Ooh, you gave a natural dice?
I know, screw you guys.
That's classic, people.
No, that's fine. I prefer
wow. You know what sucks is when real dice give you real not good numbers. So that's going to be 0 successes in that. I got dice to do.
Oh no.
All this talk of your bowel movements has them acting up, and it messes up your whole charisma.
Yeah, it just hasn't primed them well enough.
Rosa's like, ooh, what is that? Ooh.
Obviously, the bowel movements definitely rejected them.
It's the wrong entrance.
So you get up and you try and do a little bit of a flounce. It doesn't work out quite the way you expected, but he's still gonna lay it on pretty thick. And he says, Commander Rosa, rumors and reports of your beauty have been horribly, horribly wrong. You are nothing like what they say. You are far more radiant.
He's laying it on thick.
Yep.
I definitely get a date. I definitely hated that. Hated all of that. That made me want to kill him. And I think I
please?
side-eyed the troll for real. Like I definitely side-eyed the troll. Like, oh my gosh, this guy's gonna have to die. But it's all right. I'll be like,
okay, so
Our
I just,
Mercutio's trying to be an assassin out here.
I just want to point out,
Uh-huh.
killing the corrupt Freehold leader, understandable. Killing
Yeah,
the
randomly
Dante,
murdering this guy.
because he didn't flatter you well enough. I mean, you can
Look,
do it. You can do it. I'll let you do it.
Alaspa's
But there
got
will be
standards.
consequences.
I have no
Rachel.
intention of killing this man.
You have to pay him first.
I would
Shit is
assume that my side eye was caught with like, I don't understand why you're side
My side eye was more caught with like a control yourself type of glare.
No!
He knew exactly
Listen,
what she
goddammit.
was thinking.
Alaspa, you son of a bitch, this is my chance to get a kill. All right? I shit you not. Don't take this away from me. 'Cause
I will
if you
shoot
take this away
Mercutio a
from me,
glare too.
I shit you not. If we go after this kill and you take this kill away from me again,
If it comes down to, if we end up having to go after this guy, it's all yours, but not right now.
Yeah, okay. And then all of a
The
sudden you're gonna
Puka
come out and
pretends
then
not
punch
to
his
be
head
with
off
this
again.
group of murderers.
We're just arguing who gets dibs in
Yeah.
front of the.
I mean, through like very pointed eye gestures.
Yeah.
The cat is pretending it has no idea what's going on. Luckily, I doubt anyone is looking at the cat.
Are you in cat form right now?
Yes, I didn't leave
Okay.
it since I spent a considerable amount of time in the palace, and I don't want anyone saying, hey, you did a great job delivering his laundry. Too bad about the break-in.
Okay. So he sort of side eyes the cat, and then looks back at you. Pet of yours?
Mine, actually.
I see.
She's with the big one.
Well, please make yourself comfortable. And he'll pour Rosa a glass of wine and hand it to her with like all pomp and flourish. And it looks like Tori has stepped away from the phone. Oh no.
Oh no.
She drank that wine
something
and
has
it
come
put her
up.
to sleep.
Oh, she's back.
The wine was
Oh,
an
never mind.
invisibility
Sorry,
potion.
I was connecting AirPods so that I could hear you guys because I also have to charge my phone at the same time.
Oh no, okay.
It's a rough life. So I missed maybe like a section. You poured wine. I heard that.
Yeah, he pours wine with a flourish. Mostly we just established the panda's in cat form.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and I'm currently, as we've been invited to make ourselves comfortable, sat down on one of the cushions. And is actually, I belong here.
So he looks at you, and you can sort of figure out from how he's looking at you that he's pretty sure you're not just a cat. But you're obviously here with these three, so he's not going to press it right now. Exactly. And so he offers you whatever else you need to be comfortable. He pours himself a glass of wine and like settles into like a really nice ornate chair. And says, "So, Lady Rosa, what is your interest in the Library of the Forgotten?"
Okay, time out. I actually don't know what my interest is in this.
That is the monastery where you've been meeting Micah. That's the name of the building.
Yeah.
I don't understand why you need to know my interest in obtaining knowledge.
He told you.
Can we be honest with each other?
Puka nods.
Puka, stop nodding.
Blowing the entire "I'm just a cat" thing.
Right. The Puka's like, yes, I'm always honest. / she never says anything honestly. But
I mean, he's
I believe
focused
that's
on
the
Rosa
joke.
more than the cat right now.
yes,
So
yes. Of course we can be honest. I would love to speak honestly, and gaining knowledge at that place is what I have been doing.
good. And then what are you?
Again, that question. It sounds as though you all don't understand. I first need to ask, are you someone who enjoys the veins?
No shit.
After a fashion. No one human has visited the Library of the Forgotten in years, and yet you and your companions have been there twice. Recently.
This guy's human, yeah?
He looks human.
Yeah, it's daytime though now?
Yeah, daytime. Yeah, he's human.
I will let you make either perception or intelligence plus grimoire.
Okay, and that's -1 if I don't have grimoire?
No, I'm not gonna apply that. That's way too finicky.
Okay.
If you don't have grimoire, just roll either straight perception, intelligence. Perception or intelligence.
Okay, that's...
Listen, Rachel. If he's like Blade and he's a daywalker, we have some shit we need to talk
That's
about.
2 1s and a 3, so that's a big old box.
Yeah, he's totally human.
Yeah.
No. I got a 7.
Hey, Rosie, you should totally drink. Rosie, you should totally drink that wine. It's probably cool.
All right.
It tastes great.
Hey.
So
we're friends.
Yeah, I have to roll also. Or does Rose actually figure it out?
So Harry, you're pretty sure that this guy's a vampire, and everyone who's been telling you that vampires only come out at night are lying.
Okay.
That they've been lying to you, because this guy is quite clearly a vampire.
I stare at Rose and then just stare at the wine glass.
Okay. Rosa, you remember some of the conversations you've had with Micah, where they explained just sort of the effects of drinking vampire blood on a human? You're pretty sure this guy is one of those. So, you sort of have had like the blood bond explained to you. And so you can guess that this guy is going to be super loyal to one vampire. And so whether that makes him human, not human, that's for the philosophers to decide. He obviously thinks he's something other than human.
Is he
so he thinks he's special.
He does think he's special.
You asked us what we are, but what are you? I may have an idea.
I am but a humble servant of my betters.
And who are your betters?
I believe that.
I am.
Answer him.
I am blessed and privileged to be associated with a very powerful Venetian family.
This would not be the Giovanni family, would it?
You know more than you let on.
Ooh, they're family of vampires.
Uh-oh.
Things go bump in the night, and it starts with Giovanni.
I see no harm in admitting that I serve my family and my city.
But well, we know you're an ambassador.
But I come back to my earlier question of what are you?
Don't worry about it. It's none of your business. Only people that need to understand who we are the people that understand how everything works. You will know when it is time for you to know. But right now,
Mercutio, none of their business is not very cordial to say.
And he indulged us.
We also are of special, I'll even put in quotes, assistance and I don't want to say correlation, but we have special ties.
All right. I then propose a game. I'll tell you something that I know, and you tell me something that you know.
Oh, I love games and I love the competition. Let's play.
Very well. Shall I go first or shall you?
You go first.
House rules, you're first.
Very well. Venice is on the brink of bankruptcy. We sunk everything we had into building and manning ships for the Crusaders. If we don't make it back in claimed treasure, nothing will mean anything.
That is something that we already knew. Tell us something that we don't know. I'm basically lying to him right now so we can get as squeeze as much information as possible.
Okay, all right.
Because he don't know shit about it.
All right, you want to lie? Give me a manipulation plus subterfuge.
God damn it. Okay, what's my manipulation? Subterfuge. Oh, that's not good at all. Oh, Rachel, I didn't mean that. Come on, you ain't gotta be mean like that. Fuck. Oh, she wrote.
Oh, he got a 10.
3. No! I got 3. I could because I could only roll 3. So
all right, well, I'm stopping at 5 because he got another 10.
Jeez.
God dang it. Oh, fuck.
He's a politician, man. He can see right through that.
Yeah, Mercutio doesn't always speak for all of us.
So
I know, but I was just trying to get some information. I'm saying, you know what I'm saying?
So
he don't know us.
So Mercutio, you're Italian though. So he looks at you and he says, maybe you knew that, but judging by the look on your friends' faces, they did not. I believe I am earned the point.
The points have definitely been earned. I enjoyed that. Thank you. I would like to say that our ruler does not always think for himself. He has people controlling him. Sorry about the background noise. I'm so sorry. I hope you guys can hear it.
It's minimal.
We love Rosa's family.
Okay, thank you. I'm like, sorry. I can't control it because I'm in the living space. But yes, our ruler does not necessarily always think for himself.
Your ruler? Ruler of your special people?
Oh no, our emperor. I always speak as the, what is the city we're in again? Oh my gosh, I'm blanking on it. Thank you. I'm like, oh my god, I lost. As a Constantinopian.
Oh, it's a pupper. Oh, hello, pupper.
Oh, doggy. Oh no, Rob's transformed.
Starbuck.
I am a master disguise.
So cute. So cute.
So Alessandro will say, I already knew that, but I appreciate the good faith effort.
All right. Oh, fuck. I don't actually want to tell him.
Good faith effort is what you also gave to someone who also knew something that you said. I would hope that it is your turn.
That is true what Duke said.
The name of the person controlling the emperor is Michael.
Michael Vikos?
No. Vikos strives for control, but they are a poor substitute for what they're pretending to be.
Interesting. It seems as though you have some allegiance with this Michael.
Tending to be.
Oh, no, Michael and I are dire enemies. For centuries, triumvirate of vampires have ruled the city. They have some silly idea that vampire and mortal can live together in peace. I believe the fact that the city has been in decline ever since the days of Constantine have shown how well that plan worked out.
Perhaps. Now, what must we say?
Is there anything that we could do about this? My God.
I would like to share that you said who is controlling the emperor. I would like to share that the miracle that happened within Constantinople, the miracle of the saint appearing, was actually myself.
Really?
Yes.
How did
I feel like, is there a way to show just a little bit, just myself, not show my compatriots?
I mean, you could always spend a point of glamour to enchant him.
I think I would do that, yes.
Okay.
Oh, geez. Hell yeah. Let's do it.
So sure. So you expand the point of glamour, and you sort of see his pupils go really wide, and then retract to like pinpoints, and then go back to normal. And he's looking at the four of you, and sort of fixates on Sakea, because now he can tell that you're absolutely not just a cat.
Okay, now it's time to show that I have no sense of personal space and just climb up on top of him.
Okay.
Sorry, I thought it would just affect me, but let's be real.
The fear of cat.
So when you enchant someone, they can perceive everything that changelings can perceive.
Uh-oh.
Time to climb all over this dude.
Yeah, and so he obviously does not know how to deal with this. He doesn't want to insult you, but he doesn't know what you're capable of, and you're certainly not getting anywhere near his throat.
Oh, hell no. He's getting groomed. He's getting the full cat treatment.
I see. That explains everything.
See if he can maintain his dignity when he's covered in cat hair and cat drool.
He's trying.
Your turn.
I'm helping, Rosa. I'm helping.
Did you have anything to do with the Emperor's sudden onset of piety?
That is for later. Your turn.
Well, there's several artifacts that I would like in various church. Can you call the cat off? Is it a cat?
Sakea, could you please?
Paw, paw, paw. No interest in complying.
Okay, then I'm just gonna, by the scruff of her neck, just pick up Sakea and move her off of.
Do you want to relent to this, Panda? Otherwise, you can roll off.
I'm gonna relent to this one if just because people around him tend to lose their heads on a regular basis, and if he's reaching towards this guy, my first thought would be, okay, hit the deck. So it's not so much that you try to pry her off as she'd probably immediately comply, assuming you were about to kill him.
That's fair. You can definitely give him sort of like a glare as you're being pulled away.
Oh no. I was entirely playing it straight for I'm climbing over you and I think you're the best thing ever.
Okay.
We're the best around. Nobody's gonna be able to keep you down.
The next thing he says is that there are several relics in the church that my family would love to get.
It is
All
true
right,
that we
we'll
are
go get 'em.
responsible for the increase in piety of the Emperor. Now, if these relics were to be obtained for you, could the crusade be called off? Actually, no, that is a foolish question. Don't answer. You're already bankrupt because of it. Never mind. Surprise me.
I just
Look at that last
told you it's your turn. How were you responsible for the Emperor's piety?
Magic.
He's our best friend.
So he sort of looks around like, you can believe that.
I'm gonna like gesture to us like, I'm blue and 9 feet tall. Is magic really that hard to believe, dog?
I am saying
You didn't say it
no,
before.
Yeah. I'm just going with Alaska. I can't lie again because I failed last time hard.
I'm just like Dr. Manhattan if he worked out more. Had a face scar.
Okay, well, okay. Dr. Manhattan.
Damn, coming at Dr. Manhattan.
Wish you were Dr. Manhattan, all right? Don't get out of here.
Yeah, I do. That would be a very
worked out more.
overpowered character.
Like, seriously.
For
if
Dr.
you worked
Manhattan,
out.
we would lose our rating on this show.
Yeah. All right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, next game of Changeling, I am cosplaying as Dr. Manhattan. Straight from the book. Enjoy.
I mean, as long as your camera stays where it is right now.
I'll just put like one of those big black bars like in my junk area. Like, you know how cartoons used to do it back then. Yeah.
One day we
Hey,
all just have to Dr. Manhattan it. Just all be inexplicably blue and not mention it at all to anybody and just confuse our viewers.
Welcome to
Instructions
Changeling.
unclear.
I'm so down.
Dr. Manhattan
I'm already like
version.
coloration.
I mean, I think we should be all different colors, but you know, we could
Like the
discuss
Power
that.
Rangers,
Oh
but Dr.
my
Manhattan.
gosh,
Really
let's do
inappropriate.
Power
Alan
Rangers.
Moore's
Everyone else
Power
goes-
Rangers.
I was gonna say Captain Planet, and we're just the Planeteers.
I was gonna say, if we want to be really inappropriate, everybody but one person goes as Dr. Manhattan, and the other person goes as Silk Spectre, and you can recreate that scene.
Oh God.
Yeah, you
All
gotta
right.
put that on- you
Back
gotta
to
put that on
Changeling.
Breakthrough.com.
Back
Hey,
to
I think-
Changeling.
I think Changeling just changed.
Okay, back into change.
Hey.
Alessandro says,
That's his name. Okay, we got it.
yes. I believe I've mentioned it a couple times before. So.
Oh, I may have totally missed it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alessandro
She
says.
definitely said it. I wanted to do like Alejandro, but Alessandro.
Yeah. Yes, Alessandro says, call off the crusade. Only the Pope can do that.
True.
Speaking of the Pope, the Prince, Alexei, he's promised to throw open the treasury of Constantinople and reimburse us, and that he will have your patriarch kiss the Pope's ring.
Oof.
Okay. Out of
Well, we have
character.
one way we can fuck him over. Just spend all the money in the treasury and then.
So, out of character, seriously, why don't we go to Rome and literally just have?
I'm sorry, Rob. Can you
have
speak
it-
up a little bit? Oh, now you're muted.
Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, sorry about that. I was saying, why don't we legit? Like, this is me out of character. Why don't we legit just go to Rome, have Rosa Sweet talking like glamour the shit out of the Pope and just stop the Crusades? Like, literally, just go to the source and just like that. Literally, we could do that because Rosa's powerful as shit. Do you not see her? She's like a 12
Look,
out of a 10. Okay, that's how she is.
You
I was
could
saying-
definitely try that.
Clearly,
we
the
do
solution.
only have 2 weeks, and the message we would have to get there. Then the Pope would have to send a message there. The message would, and then the guys would have to get back. So timing wise, it's very tight.
God damn, we should have did that the first day. This chapter would have been like Done. We would have been into pirates so easily because Rose would be like, "Hey Pope, look at me, I'm a
Hey,
cheat."
Pope,
She's
We
be
don't
nice.
predict. Yeah, we don't predict the
I
future
mean-
here.
No, I was just
There-
like,
there
no.
Some laundry lady predicts the future.
There would have been consequences for using changeling magic on deeply holy ground.
Nah.
Okay. Nah. We still could have got it though. We would have chopped somebody's head off. But keep going though. Because it's just the only reason why I bring that is because of just the dialogue that you just said right now. I'm like, oh my gosh, if the Pope literally controls the Crusades, like if we control the Pope, we could stop this whole thing at the root. But
Yeah, well.
just Mr. Hindsight. That's all it is.
Yeah, now we gotta. Yep.
Look, you see, Rosa is so fantastic. Like Rosa charms children. Like, this is how amazing.
Yes. Tiny baby.
All right.
Oh, it's an actual tiny baby.
I got a baby. She's breathing heavily.
Oh, she's adorable. It's her first Twitch appearance.
Hell yeah, getting her started early.
Yep.
Nothing good can come from this.
Only at
It'll be fine.
// the Onyx Path.
All right. So, Alessandra has just revealed to you. So anybody with 3 dots politics or more, it's going to be very, very difficult for Alexei to come through on this promise, especially his promise that he will convince the Greek Orthodox Patriarch to submit to the Pope in Rome.
I've got one, so I'm dumb as shit. I believe everything he says.
Worst case scenario, we can always just spend all the money on in the treasury on frivolous shit just to humiliate him when he gets there.
Or we could just spend that money and get some cold fucking steel. Because, we got some undead, unholy motherfuckers that we got to fight. So we kind of need that for protection. No! Thanks, Alaska. Thanks. Thanks for just understanding that. We're not going to just spend his money. We're going to embarrass him, yes. But let's spend it on shit that we need, not just frivolous things,
To be fair, it's the treasury of Constantinople. I'm sure there's plenty.
I mean, you'd have to get in there.
Yeah, and then we'd have to transport everything out.
We have some ill stealth skills. Okay, we all have some pretty good shit. Especially, I learned the hard way. The Puka has.
So
it's still a lot of gold to move.
And I'm just pointing out that if the treasury is empty, rumors about that will start to circulate, and it will not go well for the city.
Listen, we ain't greedy. We just take a little. Just skim the top. Nobody's gonna know.
No, here's what we do. We dig a second vault under the first vault and put all that money in the second vault and just cover it over with a rug.
Ocean 17. BC. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm just pointing out that would probably backfire really badly.
Yeah.
I thought I was mean to the Boggin, and now he has to dig a vault.
Yeah.
Because it's the Boggin that's gonna have to dig it. Yeah.
All right. So, Alessandro will turn to all of you, especially Rosa, and say, "So, shall we make a deal?"
I'm sorry if I misheard, but what is the deal again?
So he hasn't proposed one yet.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, just making sure because I had a baby on me at one point, and then I was like taking it off, and you guys were talking. I was like, "Is there a deal? Did I just exchange a baby for a deal?"
Not that kind of fairy tale.
Right. I was like, "Oh gosh,
that's next season.
What type of fairies are we?" But no. What deal were you proposing?
Well, I believe we have a common interest in breaking Michael's hold over the Emperor.
That is true?
Yes, of course.
And my family has an interest in acquiring certain relics. If we achieved or acquired those without fuss, I could direct a good portion of the Crusaders away from the city. Not all of them, but some of them. Alexi's problems would still be his to deal with.
Well,
What are these relics?
Yes, the relics. And what is the point of the Crusaders if not to take over our whole city?
Oh, no, they don't want. The point of the crusade is ostensibly to liberate Jerusalem from. And he will gesture to Al Asfa in his full Bedouin getup.
Yeah.
Oh,
but
it's just Alaska.
They need money and they need treasure. And Constantinople is quite a wealthy city.
It's funny how religious money is.
Isn't it?
Dun, dun, dun.
But yes, then do answer, what relics are you searching for?
Various saints' bones spread throughout the city. And when he says that, I will give anyone who wants it intelligence plus grammary check.
Yep.
Okay, I'm not very good at Grimmery, but I'm not dumb. Not super smart either, but not dumb. Okay,
Okay.
that's 2 successes.
Ooh, that is 2 successes, and one of them is a and one of them is a 10. So 3 successes.
I got
Okay.
3.
Panda, how about you?
I was not rolling on this particular one.
Okay.
She has 3 cat paws.
All right.
Or-
So, you all succeeded, roughly the equivalent. You remember Micah telling you that the Giovanni control ghosts of some kind?
Of course.
You further remember, if they get these human bones, they could possibly control the ghost of saints. Who got 3 successes?
Yeah.
So if you got 3 successes, you would know that sometimes relics aren't what they claim to be, and so they might end up with the ghost of a dead peasant.
Yeah. Here's hoping.
So we assume that they can control ghosts of saints.
They are necromancers.
That is sort of what you
necromancers.
piece together, that's what they're trying to do. That's what they want.
What
They
want
really
to
want to
do.
get saints' bones. Use necromancy on them. Who knows what happens after that?
Honestly, I kind of want to just give it to him, see what happens. I'm really curious now. Fuck,
Yeah.
I'll throw him a bone. Okay. So do we take this offer is the real question. Because if we can ensure, I don't know how much they'll divert is the real question, right? Like,
Yeah, so Alessandro said he can divert some of the ships, probably the ones that are Venetian and Italian. You would still have to come up with some alternative way of dealing with the Germans and Alexei.
Well, I would want to ensure the safety of the Freehold. That's what I would want to do. I don't care technically about the rest of Constantinople. I care about the people who are under me or under my protection.
Take away the bones that we have and put new bones in their place. No one will be able to tell. It's probably happened.
Bones.
I mean, that's like what relics are, pretty much.
Yep.
Yeah.
Shit does happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as far as protecting the Freehold, if the city's under siege, everyone's in an equal amount of danger.
Yes.
Okay, it don't matter.
Especially me. Cats get eaten during sieges.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm just saying. When shit hits the fan, I just say we just make like a tree and get the hell out of there.
You could definitely do that if you want. That would not protect the Freehold, though.
Yeah.
You would not be able to evacuate every changeling out of the city.
We can't.
I mean, you could.
My punching boggin would get hurt.
I mean, you could try. You could certainly try if that's the direction you want to go.
All the magic
No.
whimsy lost from Constantinople.
Yeah, I mean, so
Um,
all right. So to clarify, if you start right now, you can evacuate every changeling out of the Freehold, out of the city. Because you did have those changelings a couple sessions ago. They showed up and they're like, "Hey, we have a new Freehold. It's over here." You could evacuate there. If you did that, Rosa would no longer be Freehold leader.
Yeah.
So you'd have to give that up.
But we would be able to take the Balefire with us and use the cover that Rosa as Knights Templar were escorting this group of people on a crusade, so making the escape would be relatively easy. So if you want to protect everything that is the Freehold as far as lives, you can give up your power and we could take the Balefire to go see the neighbors. However, we'd be leaving the city of Constantinople to burn. See ya, suckers!
Yes, that is an option.
So we have three options. We can all have Constantinople burn, we can try to stop everything that's going to happen, or we can run away now and Rosa loses her hat.
Yes, but yet again, if Rosa does lose her power, but yet again, we're saving our kind.
I am not against saving our kind. I'm more for saving our kind than establishing my power, as much as I seem as though I'm very power hungry, which I do enjoy power, and this is not in character, this is Tori talking. Rosa would more appreciate ensuring that the changelings, especially the changelings that were loyal to her, were also safe, because that's a sign of a good ruler. Protect people.
I thought that's how your character would go also. That's why I'm like,
you could evacuate them all and they'll be safe. You would no longer be in charge. Almost assuredly this plan would work.
But question.
You could,
Rachel.
yeah.
Now, her losing her power, what does that ultimately mean? It would just mean that we don't have, we just don't have the Freehold, but yet again, we're still saving our people, and we're still,
so
if we need to still fight, we can possibly like hold people back while we're protecting people and stuff like that.
Yeah, so to more fully explain, you could lead everyone out of the city. You could take the Balefire with you. You would pretty much, you would have to find someone else who could protect the changelings. And so you would then expect that the changelings would have to swear oaths of fealty to the new ruler. And so you would have to release them from like, okay, I can't protect you, but you no longer have to do what I say. Instead, you're going to live in this freehold under this leader. And so you could do that. The dreaming would not forget that at one point you had been a freehold leader. And so it would be easier for you to get that back some point in the future.
Nice.
So
what you're saying is we should dip.
So the other option, so the other option, the one that is going to be more difficult, is you can try and protect the city, and if you keep the whole city protected, that includes the changelings living in it, and you sort of get to be the person who saved the city. Hooray!
Lots and lots of glamour out of that. A city saved from an army invading is ridiculous stories. We're going to be the fattest, happiest changelings. Basically, we'll be the fattest, happiest changelings in the world, because this will be the most interesting thing that will have happened story-wise on the planet for the next, 50 years.
Perhaps we should stay and fight.
We haven't lost any glamour, so us gaining glamour is kind of like a moot point, because we're all
but I'm arguing about the increase in glamour. Is the more glamour we have collectively in the environment, the more Fae-like we can become, whereas the more glamour drained out of it. So if Constantinople burns, a huge glamour, like natural producing environment full of opulent, ridiculous, mosaic covering humans who live to party and thus are naturally feeding you and are full of martial types and kingly types and performers, that all goes up in smoke. We're basically abandoning the producer of our food to go live elsewhere. It'll save all the changelings, and some of them probably would have died via cold iron, given who's going to come and stab everybody. But like, we're doing the big daring thing, and I imagine it would improve the quality of life in Constantinople to have defended it. It would also put us in a really interesting bargaining position with the vampires if we were able to pull it off.
Well, and if we can get people to divert from the city, which we have been told they can do, I don't see why us as whom we are right now would, this is like out of character, would not want to do something like that.
Yeah, it's up to you.
What's our advantage, to be honest?
There's advantages to both, whether we choose to take the prudent answer to save lives, and our story is how we saved a bunch of changelings and let the city of Constantinople burn behind us. Don't look back. I hear you turn into a pillar of salt.
Sorry.
So, you know,
this is the story of either how we succeeded in saving Constantinople or failed to save Constantinople and everybody dies, or, well, not everybody, but a bunch of people die, and when they come back, remember, I kind of got stabbed a bunch, it sucked.
One further thing I want to point out is that there's also your court values, whether you're Seelie or Unseelie. Some of you have mentioned becoming Unseelie in your next incarnation. Unseelie is all about pragmatism and doing what protects you in the moment, whereas the Seelie are more they're more idealistic and high-minded. It's the difference between Disney and Brothers Grimm.
Yes.
Right.
So if I were to, let's say, I'm Seelie right now. If I were to become Unseelie in my next incarnation, would I want to behave selfishly here to become that?
Yes.
Part of your transitioning. In my case, my motivation for my character, I've already maxed out my desire to get there because my character has been trying to protect the territory. So if she turns her back on protecting the territory and protects the people, she's going to have a reordering of values.
Oh, wait, my whole thing is about oaths and not breaking my oath.
And
so
your oaths are to the people, so you probably have to decide what Rosa says is going to happen.
Well, so you do have an oath to Rosa.
Yeah.
And you have that oath in your previous incarnation to protect Dava.
Fuck.
Hey, you don't really know how. Like, this is so far away from Ireland.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I didn't take an oath to Rosa. I didn't.
Yes,
okay.
you did.
Yes, we did.
Did
not
I wait?
Take oaths
Did I
to
take
Rosa.
an oath?
I didn't.
No, you and
No.
I did not take oaths.
Yeah, I didn't take an oath.
Just
I
gave our
just
swords.
I just gave her some. I just was like, yeah, I got you.
Yeah, exactly. That's the what.
So
I
wait
gave
now.
my
Oh,
sword, we gave
this
our
is.
sword.
Wait, so I have to somehow find a way to fuck over I guess we're holding the city then, like.
Well, I mean, there's no. So you joined the Hashashin.
Yeah.
As your way to protect Dava.
I suppose.
So,
yes.
Because this is, I remember this being what we worked out. So that you could keep an ear out if anyone wanted to kill him, and so you could stop that. And so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I could either way be. I actually could go either way on Seelie or Seelie. Let's see how this play. Let's see what Rosa decides.
Me,
okay.
I will say right now, like on me being Unseelie, I say the more logical and pragmatist way is getting the fuck out of here with our kind to save for another day. And that's literally just me being my character, being Unseelie from day one. That's how I would think. Just
okay.
like, yo, there's too many obstacles that, okay, we may have some of the Crusaders get diverted, but how many of those are actually going to get diverted? You know, is it actually viable to actually hold down this city when, you know what, these are still humans, and it's going to be our fellow Fae that are going to be in the crosshairs. I rather save our people than and within our next incarnation. I'm going to remember that because, of course, it's part of me. But yet again, that's part of my character being a Sealy. I'm going to save my people.
Panda has another really good point in that if the city is sacked, a lot of art is going to get destroyed.
Yeah, but yet again, with the evacuation, you could be taking art as well. You could be taking belongings. You could be taking things on the evacuation. I'm speaking out of like just reference to my character.
Argue that sacking one of the last heirs of the city of the Roman Empire was a turning point and a destruction of another piece of the Roman technology. And well, there was a bit of a rebirth in Europe from stealing Arab technology and bringing it back. It wasn't Byzantium stuff that got to define things. This will be the end of the Byzantium Empire as we know it. It'll still exist, sort of, but it's not going to be relevant anymore. It's going to get absorbed into whatever the Turks are. The story is going to be gone. These people are going to lose their identity. They'll lose their art. There'll be a few old buildings, but the people who are building the stuff and maintaining it will be gone. We will have taken a place of dreams and losing it.
Yeah, you can save some art, but you can't save a whole city's worth.
Yeah.
Well, of course, you're never going to consider a whole city's worth. You have the great Library of Alexandria. That's been rated how many times? But yet again, how much art was saved from that?
Okay, let's stop talking about all this stuff and just be like, so I'm Sealy. I'm all about saving everybody in this city. It's my city. It's my people. I want them to live. I've been told that some of the Crusades will dodge us. I know for a fact that I think that we can prevail and that we can save the city, especially the Freehold, especially the Changelings. So if we're still speaking with Alessandro, and he's asked,
let's say that you guys sort of took a huddle or took a sidebar to discuss this amongst yourselves. So let's retcon that so you could still have conveyed all these ideas to each other.
Gotcha. So this is my stance, and obviously I know you guys have fealty to me. I know you didn't do a blood oath, a blood bond, because I didn't want that out of the people that were closest of me. But it doesn't make any sense to give up a place that we own, that we need to protect, that is giving us what we need as Fae. And this is the place that we have roots in and that we need to defend. It is ours.
Okay. Then we shall.
Okay.
I mean, you can choose what you want to do. I'm just telling you that this is what I would like to do. If you agree, you agree. If you disagree, you disagree. You can leave. You do not have blood oath to me. But I enjoyed out of character Panda's point. And as a Sealy person, it makes only sense to defend what is ours and what we have been defending these decades.
I'm also perfectly content out of character with things going horribly wrong and losing, so I'm okay for going for the big risk.
Most likely will happen, but it's cool.
I'll stand with Rosa. I stand with you.
I think it's a bad idea, but I'm just saying it. I'm just saying it. So, all right, man.
Can't leave. It would make my boggin sad.
All right.
Awesome. So, well, yes.
So Alessandro's deal is, if you procure the bone relics that his family wants, if you get those for him, he can divert the Venetians. You would still have to deal with the Germans, but their influence.
Assassinate Alexei.
That's one way to do it.
That is one way to do it. So we get the bones and we kill Alexi, and then the crusade is fucked
Probably
up.
goes on to Jerusalem like they intended.
Yeah, and ignores us?
Yeah,
Then let us do it.
possibly. Okay. So you strike the deal with Alessandro. He gives you a list of the relics that he wants. But that will be stuff that we will cover next game.
Mm-hmm.
So, this has been great. Thank you for playing. Thank you for everybody who watched. We're getting to a really exciting place. We probably only have 2 more games. So, anyway, let's go around and do a little bit of self-promo. Let's start with Tori.
Awesome. Thank you. I'll be really quick. I am Tori Clark. I'm playing Rosa, the she. I'm in my lake house right now with family, so I'm sorry for the background noise. I am part of the Bells of Fury with Rob. I'm part of other things with Rachel, and I'm excited to be a part of this. I love you guys so much, and I'm happy to be here. And that's all I want to say for this time, and then everyone else can talk.
Okay, well, thank you. Thank you so much because you're on vacation because your sister just had a baby. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to be here. It's really nice to have you.
You guys are super fun. It's worth it.
Rob, how about you? What you up to? What would you like to promote?
Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Rob Fury here. You can catch me on all social media. That's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and also on Twitch. I will be starting to stream some Call of Duty Warzone, and I'm going to be streaming a shit ton of Smite now on twitch.tv/official Rob Fury. And me and Tori are actually going to be working on some Bells of Fury content in the future, and we're going to be working on trying to put on some Magic the Gathering on our brand new twitch.tv/Bells of Fury. So check that out and check out our Instagram at Bells of Fury. You know you heard it here at the Onyx Path.
Thank you, Rob. Harry, how about you? What would you like to promote?
Yes, I do a bunch of things. I got the Saratoga by Night podcast, which is on hiatus currently. Then I have the Controlled Chaos podcast, which is still going on. It's crazy. You should check it out. It's a lot of fun. Also, I have YouTube channel, Salubricat, where I try to post more than I do. Yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, I got some stuff written. I plan to edit it together sooner rather than later. So yeah, check me out on that, Harry_Wyckoff on Twitter, and that will be all.
Okay, last but not least, Panda.
Hey, if you've been enjoying watching our shenanigans in the city of Constantinople and you wanted to find out what it was like to be playing the vampires trying to pull strings, Canada at Midnight has our Dark Ages, that's Medieval Vampire Chronicle, already started rolling, but it's not too late to sign up. XP is added every month, and there are virtual games for the pandemic, so it's a great time to try it out and see if you fall in love with your characters. Just to let you know, to make sure that we don't end up weirdly assigning different parts of North America and possibly Brazil different regions willy-nilly, so Texas gets stuck being France, different important parts of the Dark Ages world, stretching all the way into North Africa, and if I believe correctly, Central Asia, are available to whatever domain and game wants to have them, so you could play in Byzantium and enjoy being one of the many vampires in that empire if you like what we're doing. Additionally, our Modern Chronicle is also dropping, and last but not least, don't forget to check out my Instagram to see my latest pandemic pinups. You'll probably enjoy my Black Lace series that I just put up last Sunday.
They are really attractive. So I'm sorry. So I would like to give a heartfelt thanks to Kyle from Tavern Tales. He ran tech for us tonight. So thank you so much, Kyle.
Thank you, Kyle.
It's appreciated. So I am your storyteller. My name is Rachel. I am Stolen Fires pretty much everywhere. I got some cool stuff in the works. Nothing that is in the announcement phase right now, but I'm really looking forward to promoting the hell out of that when they are published. So again, thank you all so much. Have a good night, and we will see you back next week and see if we can save Constantinople from the Fourth Crusade.
Yay,
Yup.
history wrecking!
Okay, bye everybody.
Bye bye.